What is happening, you guys? Justin here, back at it again with another Qlife video. It's gonna be a chill, silent ride. It's been raining raining non-stop the past couple of days. Feels like I haven't been on this thing forever. It's driving me crazy because I haven't been able to skate and do all the things that I enjoy because of this rain. We needed the rain anyways, so it's alright. But it's been weird not being outside, is all. This thing's been holding up really well. There's one thing that I forgot to check before I'm hitting this ride here is my cranks. Good. I've put 376 miles on this thing so far. It's been holding up fantastic. No issues with nothing. The rear tire is starting to show its wear, but it's a $279 bike that I knew I was going to obviously. Tires wear out, so that's maintenance. But nothing crazy has happened to this thing. I'm sure the brakes will go at some point too, but hopefully I won't have to do tires for another couple weeks. I've got a lot of other things to do this next couple weeks, so might not be riding this as much as I'd like to. I've got to put my time towards other things. I've got a lot of other projects that I gotta finish up here. Not on a time crunch, but I've got a deadline. I've got to get it done before July. So that'll be a part of my woodworking vlogs, or videos I should say, not really vlogs, just videos of me building some things. Before July, hopefully mid-June it'll be finished. Probably got I don't know how many inches of rain we've had, but we've had quite a lot in the past couple of days. Probably 2 to 3 inches of rain maybe the past couple of days, maybe a little more than that actually. I don't know, to be quite honest with you. World's quietest Honda GX190 that I wasn't even on. I think that's the motor. That should be the GX190 or something like that. The horizontal for the mower. Horizontal mount. Or GCX, something like that. GCX190 or something. GCX190. Llama or something like that. It's a tiny little push mower. never thought about it. And obviously I did this a while ago, but I put the ODI grips on this thing. And I never thought of myself buying this, but not only that, I never thought of myself throwing a pair of ODI grips on a mountain bike. But they feel really good. So, you know, as someone who has grown up with really all BMX, not much mountain bikes, other than the giant ATX that I still have, it's broken. You know, I still love BMX over mountain bikes, but this is great to just whip around and have fun, have the electric motor on it. I really wish I could have gotten a two-seal, but, you know, it's not legal, and, you know. If I didn't live here, then sure, you know, if I had some property, but I wouldn't be buying the two-seal. If I had property, I'd be getting a 125 or a 250 maybe. But I'd probably just get like a two-stroke 125 and whip that thing around if I had some property. I don't got any land right on. I mean, yeah, there's trails, but you gotta drive far, and that's what I got planned for the ATV, though. The ATV, I'll be able to take the trails and whatnot. That's my intentions with it, because I can't ride it around here. So that ATV will not be built for quite some time, but since I got it for free, it's going to be a good project to have in the near future. Within the next 2 to 3 years at most, maybe. I'm thinking, you know, we'll throw a 125 on it. It was originally a 90cc, but the 90cc blew on it. I have some videos on it already of me taking it apart and everything. So that's on the mini bike playlist if you want to see that. The mini bike, I can't ride it around here obviously anymore, so I'm going to have to figure something out with that once I fix that thing up. It needs some maintenance. I want to get some bigger 6-inch wheels for it. But yeah, I got to find somewhere to ride that thing. The ATV, I already know where I'm going to take that. There's trails that I can go a couple hours away. But the mini bike's not really meant for that, so I gotta find somewhere for the mini bike. But that won't be for a while, honestly. You know, I've got to put money towards other things for right now. So, you know, I'm getting older. I should probably start saving, so that's why the ATV is going to take a while to build. I also got to put some money into the, you know, truck and the Miata and stuff. The Miata and truck passed state inspections. They aced it, so got to stay on top of that as usual. When I first got the Miata, I got pulled in it for the state, and then, you know, some BS in the plate, like the other car. No, it was a couple years ago. I've had that Miata for like 3 years now. 3.5 years now, which is just not bad. Just about 30,000 on it, and we'll continue to rack the miles up. The truck, it's marked 8 years this year, so next January it'll be like 9 years of ownership and continue pretty much 8.5, 9 years in January. I think it's going to be passed down to my children if I ever have any. And it'll probably go through a few motor swaps and phases again at that time, at that point. It's still going strong, so we shouldn't have to throw a motor in her or transmission in her anytime soon. It could probably take me around the country a couple more times before I had to really do anything to it. So yeah, you know, maybe an engine overhaul, in like 350,000 miles or so, and then if the block's still in good condition, if not, I'll just swap something else into it. But I love the non-turbo RDI that I have. It sounds great. It does great for me, and it's cheap to maintain, and it's reliable. It's been good to me ever since, you know, I got it, built the thing up. So, I mean, I'm gonna probably stick with that motor because it's cheap, fun, reliable, and cheap to maintain. It's plenty of power. I don't really see the use of like swapping a Cummins into it, or, you know, a 6L Power Stroke or anything, and make it more costly, and it just, to me, it wouldn't be worth it. Because I don't want to swap to a 7.3 Power Stroke. I want to keep the RDI. It's cheaper to maintain, a low mechanical, and easier to work on, and just everything about it's just better to me. It works for me, you know. And I've said that like a bazillion times, but now would it be badass to put like a Cummins or a 6.0 Power Stroke in it? Sure. But the IDI is just as cool to me. Which is what's in it now. Or if anything, do a Caterpillar motor swap, but it would be tight to get it in there. It would be very tight to get in an engine bay. Or it'd be a lot of modifications required to fit one in there. But there's multiple people who have done it. 380 miles on this thing. Great. That grate is bent. Some goons were probably standing on it and jumping on it, which led to it getting bent. You know, I was so distracted I didn't really take a look at the creek when we were over down there to see how much water was filling that thing up. Rock and roll McDonald's, rock and roll McDonald's, rock and roll McDonald's, rock and roll McDonald's. I had this, my dad brought home some dinner last night, and he brought home Taco Bamba, and I gotta say, it was delicious. He got like some tacos for me and him to share, and then this torta sandwich. And it's funny, the company used to call the sandwich that he got the Karen, but they changed the name because they got a bunch of complaints that they called the sandwich the Karen and offended the Karens. So they had to change it to something else. I think it was like the Big Bomba now or something. But I thought that was a funny story. It used to be called the Karen until they complained about it and they switched the name to the Big Bomba or something. But the sandwich was really good. It was like a fried steak, had avocado on it, some sausage, pork sausage, you know, all that good stuff. You know, what a torta usually has. Really good sandwich. But then they had he brought obviously like a pork burnet and taco, like a really good sauce on it. And then he had brought the other taco was a it's probably just, hopefully that's just apple juice. I hope that's not piss. And there's like a soft plastic bait and a hook on there. Yeah, it's definitely a lot higher. Definitely got some rain. But it's definitely up. But we were in a drought before, so it's back to normal level now. Pretty much what it should be. So thankfully we're not going to have flooding because it was a drought. He brought that's what it was, like a Japanese teriyaki, but it had like a really good sauce, but it had bacon and calamari on it, like fried calamari. It was really good. But who knew calling a sandwich the Karen would bring the company bring complaints to the company for calling a sandwich the Karen? That's ridiculous. People complain about anything nowadays. I bet you some people call in on this thing. I bet you all the time. Uh-oh, the headlight's out. Ew, college. College is for people who drool. No, I'm just kidding. I think college is a scam. It's a waste of your money. I mean, what's the point of going to college anyway? I mean, most of the people that go to college don't even go there to study. They just go there to party. Like, what's, I don't understand the hype on college. Like, I mean, I'm not going. I never went. I'm 23. I'm not going. I'll be making just as much, if not more, as someone who's gone to college. And that's the problem, is you spend all this money for tuition and all the costs at the end of it is really risky because you're not guaranteed a job. You could get your diploma, but you're not guaranteed anything. You're not guaranteed a job when you get out of college. You know, you could be put in debt, which then you have to pay all that shit off. It's just not worth it to me. Even like a community college, most definitely not community college, you're never guaranteed a job out of it. So what are you benefiting from going to college when you could take all that time and just, you know, find other ways to make money? There's no use of getting into the system like that. There's no use. That's just my view on it. I guess if you're liberal, that's what you're gonna do. Oh, pretty muddy. hit that again. This time, let's land it. No front brake. I hit the front brake too hard. Oops. Holy shit. Sliding out twice. Slid out twice under a minute. The first 2 times I've ever slid out on this thing's today. Oh, the battery. It's fine, it's just a little loose. Just noticed that. Well, at least the bars are still straight. Woo! Well, at least I know how to fall. We're chilling. Everything's still straight, so let's just keep rolling. Definitely got to be careful with that front brake in the rain, that's for sure. Woo! There's also still a little mud on my tire, so that's probably why we slid out back there again. Again, it was twice. But that was my first time. Today is my first day bailing out on this thing. So, gotta be prepared for those situations. See, it's straight enough. It's fine. I'll fix it. Okay, Paul. What does that say? W heart K. At least I know this thing can take some fall damage. Obviously I can, I know what I'm doing, but I was more concerned about the bike braking. Oh, hold on just a second. We've got a bug in our helmet. We've got the fly singing in my ear. Hope I don't loop again today. Definitely not use the front brake in the rain. Oh man. Avoid using the front brake in the rain. Got it. Or if I use it lighter than I have. The only thing I'm concerned about is the display and the battery. When I drop it like that and I loop, I need to practice my wheelies. I'll fall a lot more practicing those, but I want to get like a the Sur-On style seat for it, so when I practice my wheelies, this mountain bike seat's kind of hard for that. It can be done with it, but I feel like I'd be having a lot better time and a lot easier of a time with the Sur-On style seat on this thing rather than with this mountain bike seat trying to practice wheelies. But why is the bike just hanging there? It's like, usually they just don't like leaving them out like that. There's somebody down there. tires might feel a tad crooked, but they're not. It might be. That might have been from the lube. 2 falls. 2 crashes in under a minute. It's a record. I haven't fallen off of this thing. Oh wait, no. Actually, I stand correct on falling off of this thing. I did fall off of this thing. Like the first or second day I had it, I went to McDonald's and I fell trying to drink my Gatorade. Rookie mistake. Right, skill issue. I forgot about that one. I forgot about that. That was a long time ago. I did fall off of this trying to drink my Gatorade. But that one wasn't as bad as those. Like, I didn't, like, let go of my handlebar completely or anything on that one. And I just kind of, like, tapped the fencing. This time, it was like a full-on, I gotta tumble and roll to avoid an injury. Well, it was just a little short ride today. I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far, as always. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for everyday all sorts of content. And thanks for watching. Peace.